Hi guys, I'm Phill from Australia. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, I'm going to give you guys a warm-up that I give to my intermediate students that have been playing for about a year or two. Hey guys, as I mentioned in the introduction, today I'm going to be giving you a warm-up that I give to my intermediate standard students. Usually I give this to my students who have been playing for about a year, sometimes 2 years, depending on how fast they pick it up. So it's a warm-up that I give to my intermediate students who have been playing about a year or two. And I give them this because it gets them into the habit of doing a warm-up, and it also starts to approach some of the technical aspects of playing the trumpet. It only takes about 5 minutes for them to do it, and usually I'm finding, because it's such a small amount, that most of my students are actually doing it. The first thing I get them to do is some lead pipe buzzing. To do this, you take out your tuning slide. My tuning slide's in the bell crook right here. So I take it out here because I've got a tunable bell. Right. And for this exercise, I'm just playing the F. Right. I'm doing a semi-breve on, or 4 counts on, 4 counts off, 4 counts on. And we repeat this about 4 or 5 times. Usually, when my students are doing this, I'll either click or clap so that they've got a bit of a metronome going as well. I want them to breathe in time. So I want them to take a breath in beat 4 and play on beat 1. So 1, 2, 3, breathe, play. And then I want them to hold it for the full semi-breve. Rest for 3 beats, take a breath on beat 4, and then play it again. Do that 4 or 5 times. Once they've done that, I then get them to play 2 minims, or 2 2-beat notes, and a semi-breve, or a 4-beat note, and then 4 beats off. So I get my students to do this because I want them thinking about tempo, I want them thinking about a good breath in, and I want them to think about blowing through, right? Releasing that air through the tuning slide. From there, I'll then move on to some mouthpiece buzzing. So I get my kids to put the tuning slide back in, and essentially we're just going to work off the C major scale but not go the full scale. So I get them to play their bottom C as a pitch reference, and then we buzz C, D, C. So by doing this, we're working on the tempo and making sure that we've got a good breath in time. We're then working on a good articulation at the start of every note, and we've got breath support. We want our students to blow through. Now that we're onto the mouthpiece, we're now adding, right, pitch. So now we've got tempo, a good breath in time, and then we're singing to and blowing out, right? Good air support going through. Now we're on the mouthpiece, we're now thinking about pitch as well and training that. If the students got it right the first time, we'll be able to move on to the next exercise, which is just C, D, E, D, C. Once again, we're just adding an extra note on the C major scale each time. next step is we want to work onto the trumpet. I like to work with the Phill Flexibilities. I just do exercise 1 of these with my intermediate students. Depending on the student, sometimes I'll go on to exercise 2 as well. Might change things up, but I don't want to give them too much, because if I give them too much, they won't actually do it. You'll notice how I took a rest after each phrase. Now I like to encourage my students to do that as well. Normally I'll play them the phrase and then get them to mimic the phrase. Then we'll go through the harmonic series on these. So now we're going to work on a bit of tonguing. Now I like to use the Alan Vizzuti tonguing section. He uses it as the single and the K tonguing. I don't do the K tonguing with these guys, I just do single tonguing. So it's a bar of crotchets or quarter notes, bar of quavers, bar of triplets, and then a semi-breve. So that's the warm-up routine that I like to give to my intermediate standard students. I don't want to push them in the warm-up too hard, but I want them to work on time, air, and tongue. That way it gets everything working for when they come into playing their pieces or playing their band stuff, and then we can continue going from there. So the 2 books that I used here are the Phill Lip Flexibilities. It's on the first page of that book. I'll leave a link in the description. And the second book that I used was the Alan Vizzuti, book 1 of his technical books. I'll also leave a link in the description for that one as well if you're looking at purchasing it. Guys, I hope you get something out of this video, whether you're an intermediate student or whether you're a teacher, and this is something that you can use for your students. Let me know if you need some help with setting up a warm-up for your intermediate standard students. Feel free to get in touch with me on my website, www.philloneil.com.au. I'm more than happy to help you out and get your students doing their quick 5-minute warm-up to help improve their playing. Guys, if these videos are helping you out with yourself or your students or even friends of yours, don't forget to hit that like button. Share it with your friends that might get something out of this, and always hit that subscribe button. By subscribing, you will get notified every time I upload a new video that'll help you out with your playing. If there's something specific that you guys want help with, leave a comment below and I will definitely get a video out for you guys to help you out. Once again, I'm Phill O'Neill from Australia, and happy practicing.